At the southern section of the Rocky Mountains, we're at the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. And it is perfect football weather here for today's matchup between the Texas El Paso Miners and the Texas Longhorns. Welcome to this incredible early season matchup. Brad Nessler here with my buddies Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso, and we're ready to bring you some great college football action.
UTEP is led on the defense today by a very special young man at corner. This guy has all the ability to turn his hips very quickly in coverage without losing much speed, which allows him to hang tight with all of the quick and shifty wide receivers. We'll see if he can help shut down this passing attack today.
All right, well, we're ready for the coin toss, brought to you today by Coke Zero. UTEP has lined up for the kickoff, and we're ready to get this one underway. Kicks off, and here goes 4 quarters of action. Across the 30. He gets hit out of bounds, right around the 48-yard line.
Look at that field position. You know what I always say about kickoff returns, Kirk? It's all about location, location, location.
That's right, Coach.
They'll start this drive at midfield. Offset I formation in the backfield. They give to the tailback. They'll bring him down right around the 40. Gains around 8 yards on the run. We've got a 2nd and 2. Ball on the 40-yard line. Empty backfield. Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Complete. It's the junior, and they make the stop right around the 24-yard line.
I credit the quarterback on that pass. He made a great read and delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
He set up and put the ball right there where it had to go. Nice play.
This one will fall incomplete. They just couldn't capitalize on the bad pass.
Yeah, I thought the defender had it, but he couldn't get the pick.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Here's the pass, broken up.
Well, I don't know what he was looking at there because that wasn't exactly an open receiver.
No, it wasn't open. But you know what? It still would have been a catch if that defensive back didn't knock it down. Excellent defense.
He might have a chance. Touchdown, Longhorns. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
Texas up 6. And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. And it's off. At the 40. Across midfield. Inside the 30. To the 10. He returns it all the way to score. That was a big-time return.
Woo! Did you see some of the blocks on that play?
Yeah! This special teams unit feels like it can score any time.
Can you blame him?
Nope. Not after that return for a touchdown.
Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. Texas El Paso to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. This offense did really well with the air attack on their last trip out there. Let's see if they can do the same thing here. They'll go to work at the 33. We've got a 1st and 10. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. And they'll get him in the backfield.
Not a very successful run that time, Coach.
Did you see his explosion off the defensive line? Woohoo! It seemed like he was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
He just timed the snap count there. It really made a nice play.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Setting up play action. He just couldn't juke the defender, and he's brought down. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Straight run, nothing going on there. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 46. One-man backfield. And he's taken down at the 39. A good play to the tight end that time.
Yeah, and this is a play that we saw in practice the other day over and over again.
And as a coach, you like it when all that practice pays off and your players execute in the game like they did all week in practice. Good job.
Ace backfield. Oh, and he had some steam on that throw.
Good old post route, plus zone coverage, plus this quarterback equals 1st down.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Complete. He's got room. Tackle at about the 19-yard line.
Well, it's a good job by the quarterback of recognizing the blitz and getting the ball out of his hands for a 1st down. But at the same time, I like the call from the defensive coordinator. He blitzed not one, but both cornerbacks. You got to love that aggressive call.
There's a strike complete. He's down. The pass good for maybe 7 yards.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
2 tight ends here. Taken down to the backfield.
Wow, that was the cornerback who got into the backfield there. How about that for some run support?
Well, when you've got a guy that can cover receivers and come in and make big hits in the running game, then you know you got a special cornerback.
This guy can cover like a corner and hit like a safety. That is something special.
Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal. He got the 1st down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. I like this guy more every time I see him.
They've got the defense on their heels now. It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 4. Backfield's in an offset I formation. And he rifles it in there for the touchdown. Guys, this tight end has the potential to be a crucial part of this offense.
Potential? Heck, I think he already is.
You're right, Kirk. That's because he sells his block so well that the defense leaves him alone.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Texas to kick. He kicks it off. He's to the 10. Across the 30. He's tackled at the 39. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. The offense will start at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set. Hands it off. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 40. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Airing it out long. Can't connect.
He's asking to get picked off.
That was a close one, all right. If no one's open, there's nothing wrong with tucking it in and trying to pick up the first on the ground.
The defense is in the nickel. He's going to try and scramble. Now he's going to run and watch out. Brought down at the 44. And a big run on third down.
Good job there by the offensive line, allowing the runner to get some good yardage.
Lee, as you know, anytime you can move the ball like this, you're putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
On the ground, and he won't get back to the line.
That was a fantastic play by this defense.
Lee, you're right. Poor halfback, he had nowhere to go.
They'll work from the shotgun. Can't find anyone open. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 23. And that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy's amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
They line up in the jumbo set. They try him again, and this time they've got him in the backfield. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. He's hit and taken down.
Whoa, you got an eye on that one.
Yeah, that guy can jump. This guy played some high school hoops, and it showed with that catch.
Nice catch, and more importantly, it gets him 10 yards through the air. Folks, that's the end of quarter number one, and we got a pretty good ball game on our hands so far. Our score here at the Sun Bowl is Texas 14, UTEP 6. And they'll look to convert here on another third down. They find themselves in the red zone for the first time today. And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line. So they keep it on the ground, and they get their third first down of the drive.
Yeah, this is a pretty good-looking drive, don't you think, Coach?
Yes, sir. The offense is in rhythm right now. They are running well and blocking well.
And they're wearing down this defense. The longer a drive goes, the more the advantage goes to the offense.
The back gets 3 on the carry.
Yeah, it was a short gain, but a nice tackle there by the junior who stepped up in traffic and made a nice play.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Now he's going to run, and watch out. He was scrambling for his life.
Well, that's just great coverage by the defense, but the quarterback did a nice job to tuck that one and run.
You're right, Kirk. The defense was too worried about his arm. They forgot about his running ability. It cost them. Let's see how well you can run this play.
So the kicker's going to stay on the sidelines. These guys will try for a 2-point conversion. 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers on the field in this defense. He scrambled, and they won't get to 2. The blitz was the call, but the D lineman was the one who made his way to the quarterback.
And he showed great quickness getting off the line into the backfield. This guy can move for a big fella.
The offensive line didn't do a very good job of picking him up that time. There were guys coming from everywhere.
The offense will come out again hoping to have similar results as their last drive.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen, get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. It's 2nd down and 6 to go. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
3rd down and 6 yards to go. Ball on their own 42. High formation here. Throws on the run. Tipped away. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
He punts it. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown.
This defense needs to use some run blitzes and win some battles over the offensive line. Otherwise, these guys will run on them all day long.
And they're using power football, and it's working. I don't think we'll see much of a change on the offensive side of the ball.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. Can't find anyone open. Completes it across the middle. And down he goes. Around the 41-yard line. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
Well, they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice game.
They line up in the jumbo set. Halfback gets the call, and he answers big time. That's a 10-yard gain.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz.
Yep, the defense over-pursued the play, and it helped them get some good yards.
They go with the back, and he's got room.
Can this kid run or what? He broke free and was able to get the first down.
They come out in a goal line set. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 18-yard line. So their last red zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold them this time. Oh, and he had some steam on that throw. Huge play, and it's going to be first and goal. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
Let's see if they try to pound it in here. Both teams have their goal line sets on the field. Runs it and tackled in the backfield.
Hey, Kirk, it's not too easy to run it when the safety is flying to the ball like that.
Well, Lee, I think they have to use a guard, maybe even a fullback to get out there, but if you leave him unblocked, he's going to be all over the ball carrier.
He scrambled. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Coach, nobody got open, so he took it in himself.
Great heads-up play there. The quarterback looked around, saw nothing, took off running, for the end zone.
He makes the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. UTEP ready to kick this one off. He kicks off. And he'll return this one from the 7. He's tackled at the 38. So let's see how the defense will hold up now as this offense comes out for their next drive. The offense will start at the 38-yard line. The defensive backs moving in closer. They line up in an I. Pressure coming, and they get to him.
This defensive end caused all kinds of problems on that play.
You have to keep an eye on this guy, especially during passing situations, because he does a great job of getting to the quarterback, as we saw right there.
So that sack sets him back a little bit now. They're looking at 2nd and 13. From the gun. Throws it out, and it falls incomplete. There's a player down, and it doesn't look good from here. Third and 13 coming up. Ball on the 35. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Drops back to pass. Picked off from the deflection. Tackle made at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback better start making better decisions in the passing game. Otherwise, this corner will come up with even more picks in the future.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 37. Going with the shotgun here. Gets it out quickly.
Nice job of picking up the Mike linebacker blitz and hitting his man for the first down.
First down, 10 yards to go. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Now he tries to buy some time. Wants to go long and does. Knocked down, incomplete.
How about that linebacker getting in there?
This guy is mostly used to stop the run, but here he showed that he's not too bad against the pass either.
They come out with 4 wide out. Throws incomplete. They got a hand on it. The safety comes up with a nice play.
Nice job of the safety here, sitting back and playing center field, and then seeing the ball and coming up and simply batting the ball away.
The defense sets up in the nickel. He scrambled. Throws complete. He's got space to work. Oh, man. He took him down hard. Good play for the offense that time.
Yep. Good play and a pretty touch pass by the quarterback.
Absolutely. Right on target.
He's on the run. Runs with it, and he's got room. And they finally knock him out at the 9. Big yardage there on the quarterback run.
He dropped back to throw the ball and saw that no one was open. He just took off.
Hey, why not? This kid played some halfback in high school, so he's got a nose to run the football.
Rolls left, looking to throw. Looks to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. An excellent pass to the wideout for 6.
That wide receiver had his eyes on the end zone the second he caught the ball. That was a nice-looking play.
And he adds the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Texas El Paso is ready to kick it away. He sends it off. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
Yeah, Kirk, this game is already getting out of hand. They can't afford these turnovers.
Yeah, they need to get something going here. This team can't afford to get much of a bigger hole before halftime.
Brought down at the 44.
This linebacking crew had better start concerning himself with the short passing game, or this quarterback is going to carve them up.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Drops back to pass. He gets hit out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 3, maybe 4 yards on the pass.
It was a simple play. The quarterback made his reads and didn't force the ball, but they got some decent yards out of it.
The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. He's into the open field. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense. They get 4 yards on that pass play. It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. They line up in the jumbo set. And he's tackled at about the 31. They keep it on the ground and get the first down.
Good call there on 3rd down by the old head coach.
Yeah, and also give credit to the big boys up front. They did an excellent job of allowing the back to get nice yardage there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Flares it and almost had it intercepted.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Gets it off as he's hit, complete. They pick up a good 6 yards there.
And he did a good job of not forcing the play. It was a simple throw and a good catch for a 6-yard gain.
He drops back. The defender wanted a head start, and they certainly got him for it. That looked like the same play they ran just a moment ago, guys.
You're exactly right. In fact, that was the same play as the one before.
Yeah, and the reason for that is they feel they have a defensive mismatch out there.
They got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. And he's got it. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. They're probably just going to squib this kick. I don't think they want to see the return man create lightning before halftime. From the 8-yard line. At the 40. They'll bring him down at the 47-yard line. First half is over, and this is why they play the game. Our score here at the Sun Bowl is UTEP 26, Texas 17. Texas got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. Fielded at the 9. He's taken down at the 33. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll start at the 33-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. They'll work it right, met quickly by a couple of defenders. I'd say he got 1 or 2 feet on that try. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 33. They come out with 4 wide out. He's on the run. Throws off balance, and it's intercepted. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown! That was a great play by the defense, and now they have the momentum.
They are still down in this game, but that really lights a spark for this team.
Things are going their way right now, and they'll be right back on the defensive side of the ball trying to make a quick stop so they can get the ball right back.
And he adds the extra point. Texas to kick. He got all of that one. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's going to be interesting now to see if this quarterback can put that last throw behind him.
It was a great pick. He took that back just like a bad Christmas present. I love that one.
It was the quarterback that gave him a gift on that one. He needs to slow down and make his reads and hit those receivers.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
They come out in a goal line set. Hands off to the tailback, and he's got daylight. And down he goes around the 37-yard line. They pick up another first, guys.
They've got a decent drive going here.
Yep, the offense is doing exactly what they have to do. Move the sticks.
They line up in the jumbo set. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. The running back gets 2 on the carry. It's second down and 7 to go. Ball on the 35. From the gun. He gets rid of it, and it's going the other way. And that's a second interception of the game by this defense.
These guys are all over the field. It seems like wherever the quarterback throws the ball, there's a defender sitting right there.
First and 10. Ball on their own 34. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. From the gun. Drops back on first down. He somehow comes up with it. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown.
The wideout here truly knows what he has to do to contribute to make his team successful.
This kid had no problem getting separation on that play. He was wide open when he caught that touchdown pass. This is one of my favorite plays in the playbook.
So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the two-point conversion. The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Back to pass. Scrambles outside the pocket. And they won't get the 2.
Is no good.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks it away. Taken at the 5. Tackle made at the 30. They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
What did you tell your players when they turned the ball over, Coach?
I'd tell them to forget about it. They just have to get that stuff out of their head and go out and play some really good football.
That mistake will cost this offense possession of the ball.
They tried to do a little bit too much on that one.
This young safety was right there to pick up the fumble. Huge break for the defense.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. And they'll bring him down behind the line. There was just no daylight on that play, and the defensive lineman was the reason.
Well, that's one way to get involved in the game. Great stop in the backfield.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. He drops back. Steps out of bounds at the 44. That's a 9-yard loss.
Coach, what in the world happened there?
Let me say this. That is not how you draw up a pass play. And the coach is really mad. I'll bet you a lollipop that doesn't happen again.
Coach, you've got yourself a deal, my friend.
There's a player shaken up on the play. They call on the kicker for a long field goal. It's up. Off the crossbar and in. He barely snuck that over the crossbar, but chalk it up another 3 points.
That kick didn't look like it had enough mustard to make it over that crossbar, Kirk.
Yep, he literally didn't have more than a foot to spare. But this offense will take points any way they can get them.
Here's the kick. At the 30. At the 40. Across midfield. To the 20. To the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. As you guys mentioned, his speed is the difference here.
Yep. Once he hit that opening, he was gone. Beautiful blocking on that play also.
The extra point to tie this game up. He makes the PAT. UTEP is lining up to kick this one off. takes off. He's to the 10. And he's taken down at the 32-yard line. Just about ready to call the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last possession. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Drops back to pass. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. First and 10. Ball on their own 43. From the gun. He has some room. Brought down at the 48-yard line. And they pick up 9 there.
9-yard gain on the play.
Second and short. High formation here. And we'll take a break while the injured player is attended to. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. The defensive backs moving in closer. Looks left, finding his tailback. And he's taken down at the 34. And they execute the screen pass for a nice gain and a first down.
They ran that play to perfection. I love the way the quarterback keeps his eyes downfield while the screen develops. Not only is he freezing the safety, but he's inviting a heavy pass rush at the same time. That right there, my friend, is what happens when you run this play like it's drawn up.
That's a tight end who's wide open out there.
Nicely done. A solid completion right there. If the quarterback keeps making those kind of passes, look out. I feel a touchdown coming.
Batted away.
Dangerous, dangerous throw there.
Give credit to the defense. They did a good job out there. This quarterback thought his man would be open, and boy, he was wrong.
They're packed in tight on the line. They tackle him there, and he's still going to be short.
They attempted to pick up the first by running it, and they failed.
Yeah, the defensive line won the battle easily that play.
Trying to take the lead by a field goal. He gets it up, and it's long enough. Off the upright and through. He got it. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Texas ready to kick this one off. He kicks it. He'll take it from the 2. Tackle at the 29-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They line up in the jumbo set. Tackle made at the 35. 6-yard pickup. The second down and 3 to go. Ball on the 35. They come out in a goal line set. He's got the corner. There he goes. To the 20. To the 10. He's all the way. Touchdown. And that was a big-time run.
Yep, as soon as he gets his feet. Goodbye, sweetheart.
And the good news for this offense is they took the lead back. But the bad news is that the other offense is more than capable of putting points up on the board as well.
He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. UTEP is lining up to kick this one off. He kicks off. He makes it to the 28-yard line. The defense was able to keep him out of the end zone on their last possession, but the offense did pick up 3. The defensive backs moving in closer. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. They'll throw on first down. That was a sensational catch by the receiver on that play, guys.
Yeah, he left his body out to dry, but he came away with the football. That's the way to pick up some yardage.
And they pick up the first down as well.
They line up in an I. Makes the catch, and the defense is all over him. They bring him down for a loss. Taken back a yard.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
1 quarter to go, and this looks like it could come down to the very end. Our score here at the Sun Bowl is Texas El Paso 40, Texas 36. We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on their own 37 from the gun. Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
This place is starting to get fired up. Drops back to pass. And he's hit before he can go anywhere. They'll get a good chunk of yards on that play, but they're still looking at 4th down.
Maybe that will perk these guys up a bit and get them going on the next drive.
Boy, that's a tricky 3rd and long. The defense is very fortunate to prevent the first down.
And he has it on the corner. Down the sideline. Nothing too fancy there.
Yeah, I'll take those yards over dancing all over the place and getting nowhere any day.
They'll start at the 49-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. Little handoff. Brought down at the 43. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. And we've got a new man in there, running back. Here's the run, got a hold, and he's taken down around the 39-yard line. That's good enough to pick up the first down.
He came away with about 4 yards there on the carry.
UTEP is up 4. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. It's 2nd and 8. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's under pressure. He's at the 30. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 20.
This quarterback has some wheels, and he used them to pick up a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 20. Another trip to the red zone. Last time, it resulted in a touchdown. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. I'd say he got 1 or 2 feet on that try.
And that was an excellent tackle. He used perfect form to bring the ball carrier down.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Now he tries to buy some time. On the pass, touchdown. They decided to go to the running back on that touchdown pass.
Just a nice job by the quarterback of showing great patience here, going through his progressions, finally finding the back to get into the end zone.
Misses the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the score is UTEP 46, Texas 36. Texas El Paso is ready to kick it away. He's to the 20. Oh, he got tattooed on that one. The offense takes the field again. They were forced to punt their last time out. 1st and 10. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. They line up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Ill-advised pass, and this will be picked off. He's on the run. Brought down at the 30. And the defense gets their second of the game.
Before the game, guys, the coach told me it was very important that his team win the turnover battle. This interception certainly helps.
Well, it doesn't matter how many yards you gain or passes you complete. If you turn the ball over a lot, then you're usually going to lose the game.
First down, 10 yards to go. They line up in the jumbo set. Hand off to the back. Look out. Gains his way to the 19-yard line. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. Gives it to the back. And down he goes at the 12. That's a 7-yard gain.
7-yard gain on the play.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. They come out in a goal line set. Back to the tailback, and he's hit immediately for a loss. It was the defensive lineman that got a hold of him there.
And when that kid gets a hold of you, then you usually go down.
And you're not going to break many tackles when this guy gets his hands on you.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And he's tackled right away.
That's how you convert on third down.
This defense had to be expecting pass.
I know that. It doesn't matter, though. It's not enough to know that they were passing. You got to know their tendencies, too.
They're packed in tight on the line. And they make the stop at the 6. The back gets 3 on the carry.
Solid takedown by the junior there.
You won't break or bend this linebacker. He won't miss that tackle too often.
Handoff, and he's met immediately.
That's the cornerback that got in there and made that play, Kirk.
Well, he's known for locking down receivers, but that doesn't mean he won't come up and lay the lumber on the ball carrier.
Lucky 95! Lucky 95!
5 DBs on the field. On the pass, touchdown. There's a player injured down on the field. I can't see who it is. He hits the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Texas El Paso 53, Texas 36. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. UTEP to kick, and this one's away. Across the 30. And he just got stood up right there. You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out.
On the return.
They'll go to work at the 38-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Throws this one out to the right. It's the safety who's in the right place at the right time.
The quarterback has to know where the safety is when he makes this kind of throw. Right here, he just tried to force something that wasn't there.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. And it looks like we've got our Russell Athletic players of the game. And he's taken down at the 40. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 40-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. They'll work the right side, and there's nothing going there.
From a defensive coordinator standpoint, it can really help out your scheme when you get excellent run support by the corner.
Not only does this kid tell him not to throw to his side, he's telling him not to run to his side. Yo.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Heavy pressure, and down he goes.
He really got in there. There wasn't anything stopping him from getting the sack.
These guys love sacks. It makes their stat sheet look a lot better.
4th down. The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. An interception cut this offense last drive short, so I think they're going to be looking for a little more success right here.
As the quarterback, you just have to get that last play out of your head. All quarterbacks make mistakes, but the ones that don't repeat those mistakes are the really good ones.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go. They get 3 yards on the play.
This senior is very capable of making big plays, but the defense did well to confine him to a short gain there.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
I'll tell you what, Kirk, if that receiver doesn't get more aggressive, this defense is going to be knocking the balls down all game long.
You're absolutely right. That was a heads-up play by the corner, but it would have never happened if the receiver would have come back to the ball instead of waiting for it to fall into his lap.
Caught, and he's hit immediately. So on 3rd down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Yeah, we saw these guys on Wednesday in practice, and they ran this play over and over for about 20 minutes.
Well, if you can get it right in practice, then you usually can get it right in the game as well.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on 34. The quarterback is in the gun. He's got 2 tight ends in this set. Quick throw to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. They go right, and he's tackled behind the line. And the ball game's over. And our final score in this one: Texas-El Paso, 53. Texas, 36. Lee, what are your final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
Brad, this is what I love about college football, the upsets. UTEP came into this game with upsets on their mind, and guess what, sweetheart? They pulled it off. It's time to celebrate.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us for this production of NCAA Football 09. It's been a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us again next time. So long, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.